to work on some other projects, but we're back. And last we left off, we were over encumbered and sitting on the outside of Grafton, I believe. Fortunately, there's a stash box here I can transfer some junk to. As you can see, I have quite a few pistols of the 10mm type, so we're going to go ahead and dump those in here as well. I have not been keeping up with a lot of stuff, obviously. Alright, so let's go ahead. Binoculars are weapons? Okay. Let's go ahead. I feel like I actually didn't have some of this last time. But let's just go minimal here for the purposes of yeah, I feel like they may have given me some things while I was away, which wouldn't be surprising because they really want to try to fix this. But as you noticed from my little rant last time, I don't know if they can. I would also say, if you haven't noticed already, I'm coming to you on a special day. Usually I bring these out on Friday, hence the whole Fallout Friday thing. And because I took some time off and was working on those other projects, which hopefully are going to materialize soon, hence no Fallout Friday for the last couple of weeks. So today, if this is up, I believe this is going to be up on Sunday, will be Fallout Friday on a Sunday. Alright. I'm going to hold off on that, but as you can see, this is a pretty plentiful bit of food that I could grab if I wanted to. I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. In fact, I knew I was going to have some of that from last time and I just forgot to get rid of it. Eat those berries before they go bad. And drink that tea, so now we're hydrated. And I should be coming up on Miguel's Shrektron. I spoke of it in previous episodes, and again, this is probably one of the more beautiful Bethesda games of recent note in terms of its vibrancy and things of that nature.
Nearby. It smells too good. I could detect it from the airfield. Why didn't you listen? You know.
You see there's Miguel, who we were talking about a moment ago, one of the responders.
Standing here with his rotten corpse. And you know what? I hate camping. Go over to that nearby clearing and set up your camp. Odd to see humans again.
So as you remember, my camp is down this way, and I'm not moving it. So we'll go down and we'll build the generator, and then we'll come back. I'm not moving it because it has a decent source of water, and for the moment I'm pretty comfortable with the little building I've built. Oh, got myself some ghouls here trying to bust on my crops. As you can see, I was able to repair. So eventually having a like a turret gun or something can be very helpful. So right now though, it wants me to build a generator. Oh, I heard something. So let's go into the building here. And actually I have a couple of mute fruit. Put those here. And let's go through generators. And it didn't say what kind of generator, so we'll just do that. And then turrets. I do have enough to finally build myself a proper turret here. So let's just put that right. It's giving me something, so I guess that's timing me for a moment. And I don't have enough to build another one, and I'll have to repair this one eventually because something will come along and screw it up. But for now, let's exit out of the build, register for more training there. Uh-oh, getting some server errors. The episode might be shorter than I thought. Well, that's not good. And yet another example of just what's wrong with this game. I mean, you can't even get your servers to work. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous. As you can see, I just spent, what, 15 seconds sitting in some sort of loop, waiting, so that it would tell me I can't do the thing it wanted me to do. So, and now all of a sudden menus are popping up. I know the last couple episodes have just been a perfect example of just how crappy and buggy this game is, and that's a shame, because Bethesda is... at least in my experience, has been a really good game company. They've made some really fantastic games. And you see a couple wanted folks here. Some of my favorites. I love the Elder Scrolls series, in particular the last two, Oblivion and Skyrim, are just two excellent, fun role-playing games. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and to most of the Fallout 4. I have some grievances there, but nothing too terribly serious. I think the Radiant quests are a bit of a pain in the ass, but okay. Well, I'm gonna try cook one more time here, see if I can get any more server errors. Alright, I thought I must have used all of those to repair the potatoes here. So now, I can go back in, and that mission is completed. I still haven't talked to the Grafton mayor. And I still need to register for more advanced responder training. I should be able to actually go right to the Morgantown 12 caps, nothing too terribly expensive. And I'll be honest, if I run into any more server errors, I'm probably going to go ahead and call this early. But if it stays clean, I was just talking about how beautiful it was in terms of lushness and prettiness and stuff like that. That's all fine and good, but if you can't make the game work, then there's no damn point. Sorry, I needed a sip of water. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. Again, I'm hitting buttons, delays. Very frustrating. And why am I here? I told it to go to the airport. Okay. I will say, as I've said in previous videos, atmosphere-wise, I mean, they nail it. It feels so much in terms of the aesthetic and the landscape and all that. It feels like a damn Fallout game. But it's an empty-ass Fallout game. With the exception of, you know, oh look, we give you new enemy types. That was pretty. Can't believe it didn't kill him, but... hide on me, asshole. Whoa! Alright, that was a point-blank headshot. There we go. I repeat, if your enemies talk and have the use of guns, they can absolutely be human and non... Oh, God, I'm sorry. Alright. You can hear... But to go back to my thought, I mean, look at this. This is clearly a very... feels like Fallout. The burned out walls, the collapsed stuff, all that. That's Fallout. but not being able to talk to somebody and having more bugs than and look, I get it. Bethesda games, they got bugs. Yeah, well, it's 2019. You've been using the same engine for 22 years. Come on, guys. Exit. Alright, and it needs me to listen to the hello tape, so let's listen to the hello tape. Patrol 1 training exercise.
Responder Survivors Volunteer Program. Advanced training. Secure the supplies. By Kesha McDermott. Volunteer responders like you must help stock our supplies regularly. If any of our caches are depleted, well, we'll run into a heap of trouble. Since this is your first time on patrol, I will walk you through it. First, head downstairs and out the back doors to get to the triage center. This exercise will take you around the primary Morgantown airport. You will want to restock these caches regularly.
Alright, that one was pretty straightforward. So let's go down and through the back doors to the triage center. Now don't get me wrong, I still hold hope that they could try to fix this. But, I mean, already it's had massive price drops. You had the debacle with the bag. You got people getting really upset about the leather jacket. The sad thing is that if you go and look at the history of Bethesda in terms of the Elder Scrolls, starting with, let's say, Daggerfall, for instance, the second Elder Scrolls game, a lot of people said it was just too big and too repetitive. So what did Bethesda do? They went in and they did hand-crafted maps and a much smaller experience for Morrowind. Well, then when Morrowind received complaints that of certain elements, those elements changed for Oblivion, and so on and so forth. So there have been times where Todd Howard and Bethesda do listen to the audience that is their fans, and I do hope that this is one of those here. Turned around.
But I gotta tell her it ain't gonna happen. Not now. My team's the last line of defense. And if I take on some wild goose chase, we're leaving ourselves open for another Christmas-like situation. You can bet your ass I ain't gonna let that happen again. Even if it means someone out there might need us.
Oh, shit. Oh. Ooh, a Salisbury steak. I'm sure that kept, for 100 years. Whoa! Okay, so even the Scorched hide in cover. I mean, that could be a raider. I think at this point, you know, they were holding on to such such a firm position that they're not seeing the forest for the trees.
Restock, then head out to the tarmac. Responder Rocky is set up in the processing camp in a cargo container. Hey, good work, volunteer. I know it's tough to walk through the wounded and just restock shelves, but we need you to do this. Other responders will take care of them.
Okay, you say so.
Safe. Then we can rebuild anything. The world isn't destroyed, you know. It just needs our help. Anyway, the next supply cache has a key, but you'll need to pick it up from responder Rocky. Just tell him that Kesha has you doing patrols.
That holotape literally quit. Like, had 3 stopping points where she paused, and it sounded like she was done. Oh, look at me! I got 40 at him. So I have 8 bullets left. 9, excuse me. I think what I'd like to see, and this is my feeling on it, is if, or I should say, this has been my feeling on it for some time.
Now start heading over to the medical center. You want to keep your patrols pretty quick so the responder database doesn't lock you out.
The idea of multiplayer in a Fallout universe is very intriguing. But do something more like drop in, drop out play, where I can be playing with someone and get a request from them, hey, I'm gonna, drop in or something. As I say this, somebody sends me a team invite. I think you could pull something like that without, I don't know,
Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
so I got that 10mm with a lot more bullets, so we'll switch over to that. And this is another one of those events. I have the suspicion that I'm going to die. There's that leveled. And look at that right there. I think I showed you that thing last time. That is the Scorch Beast which I can't even fathom what level that thing is. Level 50. Diseased Scorch Beast. I would die so quickly.
While you're here, ask the doctors if they have any special supply requests. After that, head over to the control tower for her last stop.
Alright, I was in the control tower a minute ago, but it's all good. And again, there's another pause where you think she's completely done, but she's not.
And there's just no signs of it getting any quieter anytime.
I want to tell her to stop talking.
And it's your final.
Look at this. Completely Ah! What the hell? Wow. Okay. I gotta be honest. I'm getting very close to just saying this is it for me. With last week's really, well, I should say last episode's really bugginess, and now the server issues today. Wow. Okay. I guess that's where we're going to call it today. And, yeah. Until next time. Thanks.